What I really love about this gallery is that it's accessible to anyone, that it's free to come to, and like anyone coming to Ghana, you can just head along and come in for free and have a look at the art. Ghana has an incredible art scene. It's increasingly growing, and you see artists themselves selling on the side of the road their own art pieces to luxury galleries like Gallery 1957. Gallery 1957 was open to showcase art from Ghanaian artists and also artists across the continent. Such an exciting time to be an artist in Ghana. Today I'm going to talk to Victoria. I'm going to find out what they're doing and how it's such a great stage for Ghanaian artists. Well, what a beautiful space it is here at Gallery 1957. So what is your role here?
So I am the director of Gallery 1957, which is a commercial art space over 2 exhibition galleries. So our first one is based inside the Kempinski Hotel, and the second one, which opened a year later in 2017, is in the Galleria Mall. And we provide a platform for commercial art.
So what does this gallery mean for Ghanaian artists?
I think we're providing something to an already existing ecosystem in Ghana. Ghana is already really rich of grassroots projects, of foundations, of spaces, and we're providing a different platform to show art in a different way, and also the opportunity to host conversations, host talks, hold performances, installations, and really be a collaborative space. It's Joana Choumali's new exhibition.
Very nice.
So she's from Ivory Coast, actually. We just started working with her. Originally a photojournalist, and she uses a sort of photo collage, I would call it, where she wakes up very early in the morning. All of the photographs are taken between 4, 5, 6 a.m. We're really pleased to have, because it's the first and only work that she's actually shot here in Ghana. So we did this a few months ago.
Do you know how art was sort of like shown and preserved prior to galleries, luxury galleries like this?
I think it's very difficult when you're coming from a different environment to see how things are presented in a different space, a different community. And I try as much as I can to not judge that, or to not think that my way is better. But there's certainly some anxieties I have in this part of the world about archiving and preserving artworks in the best conditions so that they don't get damaged, and so that fundamentally they can last longer in art history. So definitely here we're trying our best to digitalise, preserve and archive everything that we're showing.
That's actually a great idea.
As I said, the artist from Ivory Coast, Abidjan obviously having been through war, and ça va aller, everything will be okay, which apparently after the war was said over and over again, and it's like, will everything be okay? Can you survive from that?
And what about getting Ghanaian artists onto a more international stage? So
Yeah.
how does Gallery 1957 help with that?
So as well as having 2 spaces here in Accra, we also probably do about 8 international exhibitions a year. So that's either through collaborating with other galleries in what we call sort of gallery takeovers, which is where we use other gallery spaces in Europe or the US or even Dubai 2 years ago. And we showcase one of our artists, and we then offer that same experience if they want to come to Ghana and showcase one of their artists. We also participate in a number of art fairs, internationally, really all over, which allows a different set of eyes to see the work that perhaps wouldn't otherwise. Also translation, you can see this is a different series also, which is when the artist went to Tokyo, Japan. Again, using textile and photography, but really playing around with different things, and the internalisation of people, how we walk around our day-to-day lives separately but together.
And what do you see the future of Ghanaian art being We were talking earlier, and you were saying that actually Ghanaian art has been going on for like a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely we're at a time at the moment where everyone's talking about African art, which of course is great, and I'm really happy about that. But that's not to say that African art hasn't been existing since the beginning of time. It's probably the first art that was created probably came out of the continent. But having not been archived, as I was saying earlier, in a correct way, or maybe not having the platform to showcase, hasn't been documented in the same way. So it's a really exciting time at the moment, and things can only get better, but that's not to say that it's new or hasn't been around.
Yeah.
We opened the second space a year after this space, so this space was opened in 2016, and our second space was opened in 2017. And it was the first residency we did with Godfried Donkor. He's British Ghanaian, based in Brixton, but has his family over here. And you can see he's really looking into the history of Ghana, and this is a very iconic image from 1817 of a yam festival, which he's reimagined. But the Ashanti is the direct descendant of the current king. But the importance of when this work was originally created in 1817 was that it was written in a book which was given to the British government, and it's fundamentally how they knew there was so much gold in the Ashanti Kingdom. And then we have the 3 Ashanti war captains. So this is currently on permanent display just because of how incredible it is.
So if somebody wanted to buy it, would that be possible?
Currently I would only put this in an institution. For a museum, I wouldn't sell to a private sector.
What I really love about this gallery is that it's accessible to anyone, that it's free to come to, and like anyone coming to Ghana, you can just head along and come in for free and have a look at the art. And I think that can really inspire the younger generations within Ghana that actually your artwork can be on such a great stage, be shown to so many people.
Absolutely, and we definitely want to provide a space where people feel comfortable to come. It is free to enter. I mean, I get so many calls asking, is there a charge? But yeah, we're a commercial space, which means that we are open to the public 6 days a week and 11 a.m. till 7 p.m.
So do you think the infrastructure is there within Ghana to allow art to really be taken seriously?
I think in Ghana and in many places in West Africa, the beauty is that the artists are already here, the talent is here. So what's really needed is just more spaces, more artist studios, and more materials to provide that service. I think, for example, I'm not sure if there is one darkroom in Accra at the moment. That would be something really great. There may be one at the university, but I'm not sure. But yeah, just spaces where people can produce the art, because the talent is already there. But do they have the materials and infrastructure to do it? I'm not sure if we're quite there yet.
So like they're using it as an investment?
I mean, obviously some people just come and see, I mean, Joanna's work particularly, they see it and they just want to buy it because it's so beautiful, or it touches them directly. So there's either an emotional connection, which is one type of buyer, or there's some people who are definitely collecting African art or have a specialised collection and want to grow it. And of course some people who do it for pure investment, I think.
Do you feel like the Ghanaian government supports the art movement within Ghana?
I think that it's something that's definitely getting a bit more attention now, possibly not before. It seems to be quite new to get their attention about it, but if we look at just a few months ago, there being the first ever Ghanaian pavilion at the Venice Biennale, which was a government-funded project, that's absolutely incredible to show the world, and also to show Ghana that the government does care, that it does see it as a tourist attraction, as something that can be a positive light to shine on Ghana, and that's really exciting.
I think what you're talking there about being a tourist attraction, I think that is something that can definitely be played on more by the government.
Absolutely.
People go to Paris just to go and see art galleries. People could come here to see art galleries.
We definitely have organised trips in the past internationally, bringing people over just to see exhibitions and showing them around, and it would be really great if there was some more government support from that. And not only in Accra, I mean, we don't always have to be Accra-centric. I just took a group of people to Tamale. Ibrahim Mahama has just opened this fantastic project space, SCCA. there's so much going on in Kumasi. There's the art school there, there's Black Star Airlines, there's so much outside of Accra and inside. You could easily come here for a week and just do art.
That's incredible. Could you show me your favourite piece in this exhibition?
Okay, so this exhibition is by Godfried Donkor. It's called Battle Royale. My favourite piece would probably have to be Bill Richmond. So this exhibition really is a combination of 20 years of research by Godfried into colonial and slave trades, and it's been something that he's been working on and returns to time and time again. And this image of Bill Richmond is an image, a historical image that he returns to time and time again. Bill Richmond was a British boxer but born a slave, and he's really the first historically celebrated black sports hero. And I just love that Godfried takes a historical image and then uses gold leaf to create a halo, like this idea of sainthood or this religious iconography. And of course he should be celebrated. This is someone who should be celebrated, but does anyone know about him? I mean, there's
this is the first time that I'm hearing.
I think to a wider audience it's really exciting to have that sort of superstar.
Thanks so much for watching this video, and thanks to Victoria for giving me all that insight. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button. It literally means the world to me. And also you can check out other videos on Ghana in the Ghana playlist.